Man, I really got to redo that intro. But here, hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Set Strong Side. I'm your host, Chance Ellis, and joining my co-hosts Jacob London and Jeffrey Kahn. We've been gone for a few weeks. Things didn't work out the way we wanted to, but we are back to talk about a whole lot of stuff that's happened with the NFL in the past couple weeks. Preseason's fully underway. A lot of teams are looking pretty solid, but it is preseason. Can't put too much stock into that.
A lot of players being injured.
Yeah.
That tends to happen.
But we are here to talk about the main point of this show, the main event of this show. You ever like have something you do wrong and like at least a bunch of wrong things, and you're like, man, if I can go back and just change that one thing, like things could go really, really differently. That's what we're doing here today. We are going back in time, and that's basically fixing one thing for every single NFL franchise. Before we get into that, we do have some other things to talk about. Jacob could not be bothered to make multiple.
There's too many.
There's way too many.
Too many graphics.
So let's start with, we have a whole bunch of extensions.
Yep.
Cook, he's the first one for me that I want to talk about. Obviously, look.
Dodged a bullet.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't hate the contract. I know it's a lot for a running back. It is a lot for a running back, and that 30 mil guarantee is a lot.
But isn't that over like?
It's on par with Josh Jacobs's. At least,
but that's my point. But that's the cost of a running back right now, and I don't know how much else. I don't know if we were going to go find a running back on the market very easily.
It was 3 years, 48, wasn't it?
4 years, 48.
4 years, 48. Okay, so it's $12 million a year.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's real in the grand scheme of things compared to other players and other positions. It's not that expensive, but the Bills are in a bit of a cap tightness situation for the next couple of years, and we're not in cap hell. And we haven't gone all in the way that other teams have, but we are in a bit of tightness. And, so if a player does become available, we're not going to be in the market for him right now. That is tough when, a wide receiver is something we kind of desperately need, and we just don't have the money for him right now.
Hey, you got Keon Coleman.
Yeah, we're banking on the Keon Coleman breakout. Let's go.
I mean, look, hey, he's still good. He's still good.
Yeah, it's only been 1 year. It could happen. It could happen. We don't know.
750 yards. 751 is all I need. 751. Get in there.
50.
Other extensions we have to talk about.
All right. I've got you on a timer, all right?
Yeah, you can wax poetic about TJ.
I get time. That's okay.
You got 90 seconds.
No, you earned it. Yeah, you earned it.
But hey, look, when everyone is telling me like it's not going to happen, y'all ain't going to do it, we do it. I think I earned the right to sit here and talk, because after all the speculation, like, oh, you're going to trade him, you're not going to bring TJ Watt back, you brought in replacements so that he's not going to be there. What the Steelers go out and do? They went out and signed TJ Watt to a brand new extension. I don't have the exact figures in front of me. If somebody got me out with that.
It was what, 3 years, 120 something mil?
It's three years, $123 million.
Yep. Now TJ is once again the highest, and he is worth every penny.
TJ
Watt once again
is on a mediocre team, and that's the problem.
Do what?
He is for a mediocre team, and that's
98.
going to be the problem going forward. It's it is the exact same argument that we had for Myles Garrett,
except for slightly better than the Browns. But
no, they are better than the Browns. I'm not saying you're at the Browns level, but
comparable.
That's the problem TJ is going to have, is he is on a mediocre team, and right now, what is the way forward realistically?
I think the way forward is this year. Whatever happens this year happens. Either we land in a spot to draft a top flight QB, or we trade up to get a top flight QB, because that's what's going to happen. Like either
you have to.
Okay, we're not gonna be bad enough to get a top flight QB, so we're probably gonna trade up.
You probably have to use the picks to trade.
And we really, really need to hit on whatever QB we take, because
I think the worst possible outcome for you guys right now is an 11-6 season and losing in round 1. I think it's the worst, and losing in the wild card again. It's the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, honestly, like if we're middle of the pack this year, not the worst thing in the world, because it'd be easier straight up. We also, again, do have a lot of ammo, but I think that say, hear me out. say
you win the Super Bowl.
Say we go. Winning Super Bowl is actually also not a great scenario.
It's not great, but you would still take it.
You take winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I take it. I would take it. But say that we go to the AFC Championship game and we lose, then that's also probably the worst case scenario.
Look, it wouldn't be a great scenario, but it would also be it would be a scenario of, hey, we got to the AFC Championship game in this fucking conference as well. Yeah. It would mean you have beaten at least one legitimate QB, at least, if not two. And then so it's and then it would also be kind of the signing off on the Rodgers legacy of okay, cool. At least Rodgers has redeemed himself at least a little bit. There's that. Bottoming out, a lot in my eyes, but bottoming out would be either the best or the outside of winning the Super Bowl. It would be one of the better cases scenarios. I genuinely think making the wild card and losing would be terrible, because you're a top 20, you're in the 20s and you don't even get the playoff win. So it's just we are literally right where we were last year.
No, I would agree, but when it comes to, so I think that paying TJ Watt like this, I don't think is the worst thing in the world, because whether Will Howard ends up being really good, or we land on somebody in the first round, we're not going to be paying them a whole ton. I don't. That's why I don't have a problem with paying big money to these guys TJ or DK Metcalf.
It's just literally right now, aside from a certain other one we'll probably talk about in a minute, it's the one asset you have on your team, realistically. There isn't really many other assets for you to be able to go outside of draft capital to go, we want to get from 20 to number 10. Mm-hmm. You don't have a lot outside of here is our next 3 firsts. And that's your problem.
Pull a Sonny Weaver Jr.
Swing big.
I know, and that's and at that point is Mike Tomlin going to do that? Like I said, look, it's never a bad idea to sign great talent, and TJ Watt is great talent. Despite all the shit I give you, he is fantastic talent. He is a great all-time great player. I just wonder if, okay, he is a great all-time player. Is he worth more to the Steelers on another team? Because some team is willing to go, here is two firsts.
We'll see.
That's where we're at.
I don't know if TJ Watt gets 2 firsts now.
He could.
Probably not now. I mean, with the contract, first. Maybe. With the contract now, maybe. He's guaranteed for 3 years then. You know what I mean? Like, it's now guaranteed he is on your team for 3 years. He can't go anywhere. He can't request a trade. 2 firsts for TJ Watt isn't the worst thing in the world. It's probably just a little expensive. But
it's a little rich, but the answer is he's more valuable on the team, Jacob. No.
He's not my team.
And then the last one we'll talk about which is kind of a sad one, is Slater.
Okay, so let's break it down. So
let's start at the
news breaks that standout offensive tackle Rashawn Slater signed a 4-year, $113 million extension with the Chargers.
I think so.
Highest paid lineman.
Yeah,
114. 92 of it guaranteed.
92 of it guaranteed. Which is great, well worth the money. And you're ready. Like Harbaugh's gonna run some hard nose, hard running football. Herbie's got protection, and he's injured.
And
done for the year.
And he's got
torn patellar.
Yeah, torn. What was it? Patella.
Patellar tendon. Yeah.
Patella. Yeah, torn patella tendon. Out for the season.
Oh no. The Chargers curse continues.
For a lot of teams, this will be the worst day of the season. For the Chargers fans, it's Tuesday. So as a result, recent rookie standout offensive tackle Joe Alt moving to the left side, and I forgot the guy who's stepping up to the right side. But yeah, huge blow for the Chargers, especially because they are a Harbaugh coach team, and Harbaugh likes to run.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a huge blow, but it's also it's now. I mean, we all said it was going to be. It was most of us said it was the right pick, except for a few people who were like they needed to go grab Herbie a weapon. And in round 2, that weapon's now like lads made that decision look like a genius.
I thought about Slater. Joe Alt, Joe Alt.
Yeah, the Joe Alt pick was now the right pick. Important. Like Joe Alt was the right pick. Now.
Well, now yes.
Now it's
okay. You made the right pick, especially with that. Lad has turned out to how good he's turning out to be. It's like, you this worked out for you. So
speedy recovery, Slater, because Lord knows that team is going to be here at some point.
But it wouldn't be training camp. We've talked about the extensions without talking about the holdout.
Yeah. So there's currently there's one hold in and 3 major holdouts going on right now.
Yep. So we'll talk about so obviously the hold in, which is the single dumbest, the biggest own goal I've ever seen a franchise make, and I have no words for how dumb this guy is. Jerry Jones, Jesus fucking Christ!
That's not what I was talking. That's
not what I thought you were going.
Okay. Who are you talking? You're talking about your boy.
Yes, that's about Hayward.
Yeah. No, well, that's another one that, but Parsons is that's a no-brainer, and you should have got this done.
Kept waiting.
You should have got this done 7 months ago, and you would have saved yourself at least $3 million. At least $3 million.
Well, yeah. The worst thing that could happen for the Cowboys and the Bengals, we'll get to in a second, is the TJ Watt contract. Now, they will have
Miles Gary,
yeah. And look, here's the thing. We'll talk. Hendrickson, I don't actually think wants TJ's contract, and I don't think that is where we're at with Hendrickson. No. I think
Hendrickson's probably not, but Parsons definitely.
But Parsons is 100%. I want TJ's contract, and the sticking point, the thing that's driving me insane that makes me genuinely mad at Jerry Jones is he is sticking to a handshake agreement that
apparently his agent wasn't even involved, that's
the thing that pisses me off is he's holding up this I had a handshake agreement. No, you didn't. I'm sorry, you didn't. You had a you may have had one with the player, but the player is not who you're negotiating with, and it never is, and it's why an owner GM should not be a thing. It shouldn't be allowed, and this exact reason is why, because you as an owner should not and cannot have negotiate contract talks with a player, even if it's just come up when we were talking about something else. Doesn't matter. You shouldn't be allowed to do it, because that is the reason why they get agents. Agents are the person who you have to negotiate with. And the fact that he is allegedly, which it's reporting, and we don't 100% know this, but if we're believing the reporting, which I am going to, he's not even talked to the agent. He's just going off a handshake agreement of Parsons going, Yeah, that sounds reasonable. That's not an agreement. I'm sorry, that's not a contract. That's
children can do that.
Yeah, like it's like, yeah, that sounds all right. Like,
I could do that for a bit.
Yeah, like that's not a contract, guys.
No,
like it's so yeah. That's where I'm at right now with this. Is Jerry Jones, you're an idiot, which we've already known, and he literally said it. Like he at the premiere of the Cowboys documentary or whatever, he literally said, "I care more about being the soap opera than I do about winning Super Bowls." He literally said
it shows. Last year's it shows.
I know, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm sorry to the Cowboys. Actually, no, I'm not. But like, a little part of me is sorry to Cowboys fans because you've got to deal with this, and it's going to be a long.
And then you might have to deal with his son, even when he's gone. You might have to deal with
Stephen Jones would be a better GM than Jerry.
I think Stephen Jones is sitting there.
Well, anything would be better, but yeah.
I think Stephen Jones is just, look, I say this with all due respect.
It's bordering on elder abuse.
Stephen is looking at the watch and going, when can I get him for dementia? Or something like, when can I just put him in the home and I can take power of attorney and say that the team is now mine and he has nothing to do with it.
I mean, he did misquote the amount of games Parsons missed last year, so maybe it started to set in. Maybe it started.
So the best quote I've ever seen was a journalist had written, if you said to Jerry, you can win the next 3 Super Bowls, but you can't do a press conference and you can't be on television at all.
He wouldn't take it.
He wouldn't take it. And it's 100% true. He wouldn't.
You have to give him like 10 Super Bowls before you even think about it.
And look, you are for reasons beyond my comprehension and for reasons that I will never quite understand, they are the diamond in the NFL. They are the team of the NFL. They are the most successful team. They are the crown jewel, the one that's worth the most amount of money, which I will never understand. Like that team right now is worth at least $15 billion.
And yet people still go blind in their stadium. So.
And again,
but they can't get proper windows.
But and so from a marketing point of view, it works. Because guess what?
Yeah.
For the last 2 months, what has been the story on nearly every single show in the mornings? What is up with Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys? Yeah. It got us all talking, and they're probably going to sign the contract on opening day.
The day before week 1. Like they did with CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. They did it with Dak. They literally, the day of, they literally did it with Dak.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually, like that kind of negotiation is going to bite you in the ass because you're going to be paying way
have
more
money,
contracts. You're not going to be
compensated. But the real interesting part is going to be Micah's kind of put himself in a bad situation. He has, unless we start hearing the my back, he has to play. He can't. He can't sit out. He can't hold out now. Once he reports, that's it. He is reported to camp, and he won't get fined, but he must. If he is called up, he must play. So, be prepared for the. My back's killing me. I don't think I can.
Also, the McLaurin angle.
Yeah.
Speaking of McLaurin, let's talk about it. One of the actual holdouts happening.
Yeah.
It was reported that Terry McLaurin has sought he wants to trade. He then requested a trade. The Washington is playing tonight, and as it reports, he is not even at the stadium.
Yep.
So bad luck. The worst part about it is it looks like Washington is not willing to pay him the figure that he feels like he's due.
Yeah.
He wants at least $30 million. I don't think they're going ahead in 28.
Yeah. Because Cortland Sutton just got extended. They're probably looking at that, but then McLaurin probably still wants more than Sutton. So
yeah, he wants like DK Metcalf more money.
You're not getting that. He deserves it, but he's just
because he's been dealing with crap quarterbacks for a while, but still.
And the unfortunate reality for Washington fans, this is your owner's first real test. This is the first time that the ownership has had to have a real test of where is our line on negotiating. So if they're doing this to McLaurin, what's going to happen when
other players want?
Well, not only that, hey, a certain quarterback is going to be eligible in 2 years. And if he plays like he did last year, there's a real chance that figure has a 6 in front of it. It's going to be Dak's contract, and if he's not willing to pay that, well, that's not a good sign for Washington.
Their logic is without McLaurin, Daniels won't do this well, so we won't have to pay him.
Well, then that comes the other part.
Yeah,
let it be someone else's $60 million problem.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the Cowboys' $60 million problem already, but at some point, another team is going to match that. So.
Well, you think Jerry Jones looking like it's better than one $60 million quarterback?
They'll line up Dak out wide, and Daniels will take the snap.
And they'll re-sign Zeke to play the center.
Do you want to talk about your hold in, because this is the single dumbest own goal I've seen all year from the team?
Cameron Hayward.
Yeah, so it was announced that Cameron Hayward is holding in to get a new contract, which I heard them just didn't he just get one last year?
Yeah.
So basically, the bulk of the guaranteed money was paid out on signing. So he's just trying to negotiate to get a higher pay this year and the year after that.
He wants more guaranteed.
Huh?
He wants more guarantee, essentially.
He does, and I do get it. I do think he's worth the money. Like the dude is 36, 37 years old. Still one of the best defensive tackles in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that it will come to agreement. Although I do think it's funny that early in the offseason, he did. He did mention how Aaron Rodgers stopped the theatrics and just played the game.
He did, yeah. He did make fun.
Meanwhile, he does this.
Yeah, I mean, look. If I'm Hayward, I understand. Actually, I understand where. If I'm him, you got to meet in the middle and go, at least guaranteed this year. Because if he gets hurt this year, then they cut him. He's done. That's where he's screwed. If they can do the guarantees from this year, because I don't know if he's playing next year. I really don't at this point. I mean,
I could see it either way. I could see this being his last season, or I could see next season being his last season. But either way, he's definitely on his way out.
Yeah,
which does suck. I love Cam Hayward. I think the dude's been. His career has been fucking insane to witness, because he's only he's almost gotten better as he's gotten older.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens there. All right, let's talk about the Bengals and their stupidity.
Yeah,
I'm going to include part of the
Shamar Stewart
one, because it's all kind of linked. They finally signed Shamar Stewart, so that's finally happened. They still won't do Hendrickson. Hendrickson is not going to be a Bengal this year. It's just straight up. It's not how he is going to be traded after probably 2 weeks. I think they're going to make him pay as well, because at this point, he's missed out on so much money. There's no point in him coming in. They're going to have so it's either going to be he's going to he will have to demand a new contract, or he will get traded, because the Bengals aren't going to do it. And I don't think the Bengals are going to do it. I think they're tight.
At the same time, I don't think they can pay Trey Henderson and field a competent roster.
No, I don't think they can. I think they're
they don't have a competent roster now.
This was always going to happen. Always. I don't know why the Bengals are dragging it out. Once you paid both Chase and Higgins. We always said, you've got it. You can only pay one of them. You were never keeping both. You could only pay one. And as soon as they paid both, it was
cool.
Oh yeah, watch us.
Henderson's gone, man. Well, Henderson's 100% gone.
Yeah.
And how that hasn't been resolved and he hasn't been traded to another team. He hasn't I don't understand. So the only way is if other teams know how desperate the Bengals are,
do you think they're asking
we're not giving you a first. Yeah, I think they could be asking.
Probably asking for a first, at least.
Yeah,
you're not getting a first for Hendrickson.
You're not right now. No,
maybe.
You're not getting. Sorry, you're not getting a first for Hendrickson unsigned. If Hendrickson was signed, maybe you would. But you're not getting him for a first unsigned.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just going to get ugly. and
the Bengals
uglier.
defense, yes.
Yeah, and the Bengals defense is going to have one of the worst defenses in football. Like I said,
nothing different from last year.
Yeah, and again, it makes why the Chase Higgins deal made no sense to me whatsoever, and I am still baffled by it because you're a terrible team last year. Why are you just running it back
with Hendricks?
Like,
Now take him now. What do you have?
So we'll see what happens there. Like I said,
they got Noah Fant. Okay, so they're all good.
Yeah, I don't believe it's going
more receivers,
more tight ends.
I do not believe it's going to happen at all. So don't take me at this. But if the Bengals are like a 1, 2, or a 3 seed this year, which means they won their division and were good, again, I don't think this is happening. Huge if. If it happens. That means Burrow is the MVP 100%.
Even I said that. Like, Burrow wins MVP by winning the North.
Yeah, and
with
like
that defense
and not dying.
If like it's the narrative is there of like, oh, he did it despite all of this. It's how Josh won it last year. The narrative was there. Plus, also having like really good numbers and being an awesome team. But like the narrative of, oh my God, Lamar, they got rid of everyone. He has no one to throw to. How did they win all these games? Because he's Josh fucking Allen. And then, so this year it'll be, how did they win all this game when they've got no defense? Because he's Joe fucking Burrow. Like,
so like Josh Allen did not think his biggest reason he wanted MVP was not to be Jordan.
Yep.
And the Sinners game.
He just won't admit it. He won't admit it, but we all know.
He won't admit it, but we know.
All right. So signings. We just talked about Jamal Stewart.
Good job, Bengals, for doing the bare minimum.
I know.
We'll sign a rookie, but not someone who's been here.
Yeah. Keenan Allen returns home. Yeah. He's back with the Chargers.
I mean, once Mike Williams sadly retired.
What other former player can we get back?
I'm going to miss seeing Mike Williams do his thing. I was always a big proponent of Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Once he retired, I knew this was good. I called it in our chat.
This was going to be signing. Once he left the Bears, this was where he was going. It was just one of those like, oh, okay, now he's coming back. He'll come back. Okay, remind me, where did Von Miller sign?
Washington.
Washington. Right? Yeah, that's nothing. I mean,
jilted Bills fan that have Von Miller.
It's not so much a jilted Bills fan. It's just more like Von Miller at this point in his career. He's
good for a couple sacks.
Yeah,
as a pure pass rush specialist rotational player, I think he is very good.
That's kind of what he is now.
He's not signing on to start at Washington, although they really do a really good job bringing in like old veterans and have them play really well.
Yeah.
If Von Miller comes back to form on this Washington team, Bills are going to look awful.
I mean, they will, but it's going to be if Miller comes back and looks really good, Washington are going to be real scary.
Yeah.
Washington could be real scary.
But we knew Von was going to look to sign with a contender. Washington does make sense.
An up and comer,
up and comer needs to start loading up and try and make a run while Daniels is still affordable. Question is, still got to pay your best receiver.
Still got to pay McLaurin. But
that's why I don't get not paying McLaurin when you don't have to pay your quarterback. But anyway. And then, all right, lastly, we do have the 2 major suspensions that are coming up.
One possible. Yeah.
Well, he is getting suspended. He is definitely getting suspended. Even his
after their hardest 4 games of the season.
So as the resident Chiefs hater, I am going to give everyone involved in this a little
10 games
leeway. So if you're not gonna, if you have no idea what we're talking about. Rashid Rice last year was an idiot and
for driving too fast.
For driving way too fast and then leaving the scene of a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Now he pled guilty. He was found and then Ball Don't Lie happened and
then Mahomes took him out for his crimes.
Patrick Mahomes blew his own player's knee out.
Went down via friendly fire.
Yeah. So basically that's like, oh, okay, cool. So we missed all last year. And
now he's going to get actually suspended.
So now that he's pled guilty and the trial's over, the NFL is going to suspend him most likely. The NFLPA has agreed that he is going to get at minimum 1 game.
Well, yeah.
From reports, the NFL is requesting 10 games, which is
a lot.
A lot. Now, I'm happy with that because not even just as a Chiefs hater. No, and sorry, this not even just as a Chiefs hater, as more of it just a sorry. No, you do that. You should 10 games sounds like a good idea. Like these suspensions need to now be harsh. They need to be real harsh. You're a dumbass, and you're lucky you didn't kill someone. The fact that you're playing football again is a minor miracle. So we're making this harsh, and I think 10 games is nice. I actually think it's not even that harsh. I know it's it's majority of the season, but it's realistically that's 1 year. But
probably getting 6 then.
Yeah, the NFLPA has said that's way over the top compared to other people because the NFL in the past has been very lenient. And so they're like, we want to meet you in the middle. I think in the middle will be 5 games. I think it's going to end up being 5 games. But the reason why everyone's up in arms is because the actual trial isn't until week 5 of the season, essentially. And the reason for that is because the one who's got to because they can't meet in the middle, and the NFL is so stringent on 10 weeks. And because of that, the earliest they can get a trial is week 5. So realistically, it's not even going to be week 5 that it's actually sorted out because it's going to go to a trial, then it's going to get appealed. Then it might not even be this year. Let's be real. There's a chance it's not this year, or it could be late in the season, which the Chiefs are like, fuck no.
Please no.
Yeah, like it.
And while the rest of us are clamoring, yes,
it could drag out to November, December. Like, I don't think that's going to happen, but it could. Yes, they are going to obviously miss 4 of their tougher games. It's not their toughest. It will mean that Rashid Rice. It will mean right now that Rashid Rice misses the Bills game, which is the biggest game of the year. For the last 4 years on the calendar, Bills Chiefs has been the biggest game of the year, and so if that happens, I'm going to be over the fucking moon.
Well, the Bills are great at being the Chiefs in the regular season.
It's like when will this game be? Justice. Give me justice.
So that one's coming, and I can't. I'm not really going to criticize the NFL for this right now because at least I think they're trying to actually punish these players a lot more than they used to, and start actually giving genuine punishments and being like, no, you can't be a dumbass just because you're an NFL player. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. I can't blame the NFL that much for here. And honestly, if you're the Chiefs, you want the suspension now. Like, you want it now. So you
made the Super Bowl without Rashid Rice. You're fine.
That's kind of my point. Is
exactly
you'd rather it now because you can plan for it, and then if it's in, if you're still sitting here going, do we have him week 4? Do we have him week 5? Do we have him week 6? Like. Of constantly every week, this becomes a question of when do we have him? Or he comes in. What happens if in week 2 he comes in and he does an ACL again? Or he gets an injury. Guess what? That suspension gets delayed. They don't want this. They want it to be as soon as possible so they can rest him and he can pay that suspension as quickly as possible. So yeah, Gonna be real interesting. Anyway, all right.
Anything else we got?
No, that's everything.
All right. Now moving on to the main event. We Flashpoint every single franchise. So basically, as it works is we're basically like acting as an NFL team, NFL franchise.
We're building a time
and saying, okay, if we can go back and change one thing in our past, what would we do?
Now, when we say, okay, are we saying that are we like, hey, wind doesn't affect the ball, or are we saying you know, oh, they, or are
What
we
specific event?
Like, is it how are we basically okay? So are we like the Flash, where we just turn up and we can literally, like, we actually have to physically be able to change it, or can we just say no? Hey, he blew the wind. He like there was, instead of it going one way, it went another.
I know where this is going, but yeah. I know exactly where this is going. And
yeah, exactly.
We could change stuff like that. We could change like exterior forces.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So pull up our spreadsheet, every team.
We're going alphabetical. Okay.
Yeah, we're going alphabetically. So start Arizona Cardinals.
This one's obvious. I'm sorry, Chance.
But I know you're going. So San Antonio Holmes out of bounds.
It's sorry.
Oh, the Super Bowl against the
San Antonio Holmes is out of bounds.
Yeah, it's this is 100. This is 100%. Cardinals win that Super Bowl. This is just.
Well, more specifically, San Antonio Holmes is not ruled a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're changing literally just
hold on.
one
Okay,
thing.
wait. If we're fixing one, okay. So is it San Antonio Holmes isn't ruled a catch, or James Harrison
doesn't return that? I think all the way.
Sorry, I missed that one.
Either one.
Well, so would it be San Antonio Holmes doesn't catch the ball, or the James Harrison pick six doesn't happen?
James Harrison pick six.
Okay,
that's more influential. Yeah.
I mean that did change the face of the entire game.
It's a little more improbable than San Antonio Holmes just a toe in bounds.
Yeah. Falcons. This one I feel like is obvious.
Yeah, this one's obvious. Tom Brady blows out his knee.
Well, even then, no, just like run the clock. 20-3 just does not happen.
Like, Devontae Freeman learns to
do whatever you need to.
Doesn't cause a fumble.
20-3 does not happen.
Yeah, 23. It's obvious.
Ravens.
This was tough because there's not.
I couldn't think of one when I was.
There's not a whole, like, the only thing maybe is in the one that I could maybe think of, but even then, it's only a divisional. It's a divisional playoff game, and I don't know. Is in recent memory is Lamar's not terrible in that Titans game.
Isn't that his first playoff game, or was that?
That's the MVP season.
That's the MVP year. That's the MVP year. That's the number one seed. The Titans coming in and they blow it. And then, but the problem is it's only a divisional game, and then they still would have had to go up against the Chiefs a week later, which I don't guarantee they win that game. But like, so that's kind of one where I'm like, maybe.
Let's see. Likely has smaller feet.
That was a week one game.
Yeah, it's a week one game. Like,
yeah.
Actually, what you could do, we could do the year before, which is Lamar. What's his name doesn't fumble on the 1 yard line.
Oh, was it Flowers?
Yeah, Flowers doesn't fumble
right before the end zone.
Yeah.
He probably
he doesn't. Yeah, Flowers doesn't fumble. So I guess that.
Ray Rice doesn't get in trouble? No. Okay.
Wide right. Okay, so hold on.
It's either wide right or 13 seconds. Or
no, it's wide right. It's like 13 seconds hurts me and hurts me as a Josh Allen fan. That game does not.
That's a close second.
Although, one I would throw out there. Do you know what team the Chiefs traded with to get Patrick Mahomes in the 2017 draft?
All right.
Yeah, I do. No, I know that. But even
there's another one where Mahomes is going to face.
Yeah, but that trade's not even the worst. Like
the McDuffie thing, right? He's going to hunt you.
Well, the McDuffie. No, okay. Well, we weren't getting McDuffie. It's
but you literally had the chance to stop the Chiefs from getting Mahomes.
I know. Yeah, no, it's wide right. I'd rather a Super Bowl. I would rather have synonymous with Super Bowl.
No, I think you're right. I think Scott Norwood makes the kick.
Yeah, it's just wide right. Like it's that. I'd rather be able to say we don't have that record 4 in a row, all else. Yeah, like we won one of them. Also, we probably
the Jim Kelly curse didn't happen.
We also probably stopped Belichick from becoming the Patriots coach. You know, maybe.
Maybe. Let's just,
and then that ends up leading to stopping Tom Brady. Maybe.
There are a lot of teams that could by proxy stop Tom Brady. So we'll get there. Panthers.
They're super.
Yeah, I mean they're
which okay? So So it's Super Bowl 50, but
I don't think there's a specific thing you can change to like have them win that game.
Yeah. Von Miller breaks his ankle on the first play.
So one I would say is
they draft Stroud instead of that's not really. There's still hope for Bryce Young.
Yeah. There's still hope for Bryce Young. I do think that
still too early.
That's true. I mean, David Tepper's going to be running this place from the ground. So maybe Tepper never buys the team.
Hiring Matt Rule. Can we change that?
Oh, that's not bad. Hiring Matt Rule.
Yeah, but you don't know how. Like,
yeah.
No, like
we're kind of just throwing things out. I don't know if there's one that sticks out.
Yeah. If we're doing Flash rules, Flash goes all Tonya Harding on Von Miller before the game.
Hurt Von Miller.
Sorry.
Why?
Von Miller doesn't play Super Bowl 50.
I think that is it. If Von Miller doesn't play Super Bowl 50, they cannot drag the corpse of Peyton Manning.
Yeah, exactly. Peyton did nothing that game. It was all
fair.
Yeah. So
Von Miller doesn't.
Von Miller's sick.
Nice and succinct.
Oh no, he gets food poisoning in front of that game. Is that a different one? Chicago Bears.
It has to be drafting Mitchell Trubisky before Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Even though here's the thing, I will forever maintain they would have ruined.
They would have murdered Mahomes.
As well, like that, they would have ruined Mahomes.
Maybe.
And if you're going like, again, this is another hard one because it was a fucking wild card game. But like the double doink. But again, the next week you're playing, and then the next week you're playing the Seahawks. So like, maybe
the Bears are tough. Maybe don't hire Matt Nagy.
Yeah, I feel like even with a lesser Mahomes, they still regret that. They still regret that.
So draft Mahomes versus
draft Mahomes. Yeah.
I mean.
You know what? Here's what you do. Here's what the Bengals do. And Bengals fans are not
gonna pay Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. It's very recent.
Well, actually, that's how you do with Jamar Chase. You draft Penei Sewell.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because in that Super Bowl, Burrow got his ass handed to him.
Yeah,
and that's the reason they couldn't
but
when they really needed to do it.
Yes, but the reason they were in the Super Bowl was because of Chase lighting up the Chiefs.
It was.
Higgins wouldn't.
But what I think, chances thinking long term. Like, if you want Burrow to consistently get there, then you probably need the tackle more.
Yeah. Or would you just say like in? Well, I'm trying to think like what like specific, because I know like it would be protecting a quarterback, whether it's Palmer or Burrow.
I mean, yeah, Bengals. Bengals. I feel like you kind of are in. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm happy to go with Penei Sewell. At least it wouldn't have been and it would have been fucking cheaper than what they just paid.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, it would definitely cheaper than
And Burrow would not have as many injuries, probably.
Spell his name.
Sewell.
There you go.
Cool. Browns
might change Penei's first name to
Okay.
There's so many with the Browns you could do.
Not trade for Deshaun Watson. Not trade for
I think that right now is the one.
It's a glaring one. It's very recent.
If we're going fairly recent, which most of these have been, that's. I think now
it's a huge one because it had
that's a big one for him because it's kind of, especially with where Baker is right now. It's keep Baker.
And then Deshaun hasn't even played most of the time. So
Deshaun's played.
Or would it be just as simple as keep Baker?
Yeah, I think it's that. I think it is kind of as simple as that. Like keep Baker.
For the shiny toy at the time.
Although, would Baker become the Baker he is today if
that's also true.
That didn't happen?
I think he
better
structure. I think he probably would have still. Because I think it would have been, he wouldn't have been feeling so desperate to play on it because he wasn't like on that shoulder. Like he would have felt a lot more secure in his like football future. So yeah, I'm gonna say keeping Baker. Yeah. Dallas Cowboys.
Jerry Jones dies a long time ago.
No, well, okay. So this is kind of one of those, like, I mean,
with a franchise like this, I don't think there's a lot they would change.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, there is one thing that Cowboys fans now would change. However, there would be the repercussions of it would be you weren't the 90s, and that is Jerry never buys the team. But
yeah, no, I don't think they change that. I do want to throw up one for consideration.
Okay.
Throwing all the way back to 1972. The Cowboys could have ruined the only undefeated season in football history.
The Dolphins?
Yeah. So there was a play where the Dolphins they had a muffed kick, but Leon Lett touched the ball. And it was live. So the Dolphins ended up using that to kick a field goal, keep their streak alive. They could have played spoiler the greatest season in football history.
It's not bad.
Yeah. All right. Ruin the perfect season.
You could change a lot of things specifically about Leon Lett.
Ruin the perfect season. Bench Leon Lett for that one. Denver Broncos. Ooh. Is this one as simple as don't trade for Russell Wilson?
Oh, don't hire Nathaniel Hackett. I think that was worse.
Or don't hire Hackett.
Yeah, I think Hackett was worse. I think no. Don't go all in for Rodgers.
If we are playing like we can do things that are a little outside of plausibility. Here's what I want to throw at you. They make sure Andy Reid is not caught for tampering with Jerry Maclin, because in the 2016 draft there were 3 teams trying to trade for Paxton Lynch. It was the Cowboys, the Broncos, and the Chiefs.
Whatever happened.
Only reason Chiefs couldn't do it was because they were caught for tampering, so they lost the 3rd round picks. They did not have enough ammo to outbid the Broncos.
Instead, they cursed the Broncos with Paxton Lynch.
Yes.
Maybe. That seems like there's multiple steps to that one.
Yeah.
So
it could just be not draft Paxton Lynch.
I mean, yeah, but then see, that's the thing. All you're doing then is you're putting Paxton Lynch, and I mean, if it's 2016, then a year later they don't go for Mahomes unless they just decide, well, no, after 1 year, nope, we're done. They do a Cardinals.
Yeah, because the Hackett thing didn't even last a year, so it's not like it had far-reaching consequences.
But it did
still paying for it.
It did kneecap the entire Russ era there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Couple years.
I think don't go all don't
try to get Aaron Rodgers.
Don't try and get Aaron Rodgers. I think
don't go because it led to that. The Lions.
Oh, Lions.
Where do we begin?
Matt Patricia.
No, I'm gonna go real recent.
Hutchinson injury.
No.
Finish the job against the 49ers.
Yeah, beat the 49ers. That's it's make the Super Bowl. At least they would have made the Super Bowl. They probably lose to the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie, they probably lose.
At least
But they're in the Super Bowl, and the Lions make the Super Bowl for once in their franchise history. I think that's
As nice as it would be to help to try and fix the teams of fucking.
They've kind of built their way out of it already. Yeah. This is it's kind of that was the thing is beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
Let's see. Green Bay Packers draft a wide receiver.
No, I think
eventually
I think this one because they win that Super Bowl is beat Tampa.
Which Super Bowl is this?
Yeah.
Rodgers has his second Super because here's the thing. Okay, Rodgers. If they win that one, Rodgers gets his second Super Bowl. Rodgers. I think the narrative around Rodgers.
He didn't just win it once and never again.
Yeah, but also that's the year that hey, we drafted Jordan Love and now Rodgers just won us a Super Bowl. It would have been one of the biggest FUs to the entire organization. Rodgers comes out on top, and then he maybe even then says, "Trade me." or I'm done, or you know what I mean? Like he does end up just going, no, I won the Super Bowl, I'm done. Like I went out on top.
Goes on like Peyton.
Yeah, like I think that losing that Super Bowl is probably out of more recently than a lot of them, because it's the one that kind of really cemented the current era of Rodgers can't get it done in the playoffs. Rodgers is a choker in the playoffs now. Like it's starting to it's the one that really started that narrative, was losing that game to a Tom Brady when he threw 3 picks. Like Brady had a shocking game against Tampa against
Most like he had to do with the playoffs.
Like he was awful in that game, but Rodgers was somehow worse and couldn't get the job done. So like I think that's the, and it's not even let Rodgers go for it, because I actually think if they went for it, like instead of taking the field goal, if they went for it, Rodgers fucks it up. Like I actually think that's what happened. So I would just be like, it would just be they win the game.
Yeah.
Like the same as we just did with the Lions, where it was like just beat the 49ers.
Beat the Buccaneers.
It beat
beat the 49ers could also work for the Packers all those years.
They could actually.
They got destroyed by the Niners.
Yeah.
Houston Texans.
There's not many.
This one's tough. One I will throw out is don't make Bill O'Brien the GM.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. The Hopkins trade.
The Hopkins trade.
One of the worst ever.
Yeah, I went that one. The other one is selfishly because I think it led to it.
Finish the job.
Sorry. Finish the job against the Chiefs. They win that game. The Chiefs dynasty doesn't happen.
It's one of the two.
It's dented at least. Yeah.
So I'm gonna but that was also the unraveling of Bill O'Brien.
That's
when the unraveling started. So yeah. So
I mean, if we said finish the job with the Chiefs, then the GM doesn't happen.
Then the Bill O'Brien thing doesn't happen. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because in the offseason he doesn't trade Hopkins.
Yeah, he doesn't trade Hopkins.
That's why he traded Hopkins, because they lost that game and he went, no, I need defense, and then didn't actually get defense. But
was that right? Yeah, like he said, I need defense. Trade for David Johnson.
Yeah,
but that's where. Yeah. This one's hard because
I thought of the Andrew Luck retirement.
That's I would say I would say protect Andrew Luck.
Yeah. But it's not a specific, but we're not going to a specific moment, and that's why I think Andrew Luck's hard, because it is unless you're not going to a specific one moment that we can change.
Well, let me keep talking. I'm gonna
you can pull the clip of when it happened.
My Colts one is don't trade for Phillip Rivers. Actually draft a quarterback.
They were in that period where was it Wentz, then Rivers, then Matt Ryan, and
that's my don't go on the QB carousel. Actually draft a quarterback, because
they did with Richardson, and look how that turned out.
Wow. Because they
proved us they shouldn't draft a quarterback because they can't pick him.
Here's do you know who they could have had if
was Rivers again? Yeah.
It was the 2020 draft.
Burrow.
Not Burrow, because they weren't high enough for Burrow. Weren't high enough for Herbert.
What else is Love? Nah.
Well, I mean, no, hang on. Where are they? Sorry.
2020 didn't have a pick.
Did they? Yeah, let's see.
But they were still high enough to get this guy.
Which guy?
They could have gotten Hurts.
That's true.
Oh yeah, second round. Yeah.
So they had the second pick. They could have gotten Hurts. So that's kind of where I and look, Pittman's not terrible, but also
Jefferson went a pick before they could pick in that draft.
Yeah.
Rough.
So that's what I would.
It's good.
Yeah. I'd say draft Jalen Hurts.
A lot of teams could say that.
taking a little too long to figure out like what O lineman they could take at the spots they were at
to protect Andrew Luck.
But that's my problem. Like, that's the problem. Is
there's a lot.
I agree. Andrew Luck is the.
We can't say like do whatever it takes to salvage Andrew Luck's career.
Sorry,
do whatever.
We can't say do whatever it takes to save Andrew Luck.
No, because it's not because we're doing a specific moment. So what is the Flashpoint moment? This
Andrew Luck,
is
so we can make Von Miller sick, but we can't save Andrew Luck.
because we're on one specific day. We're going up and snapping a guy's ankle.
The reason Andrew Luck retired was because of all the
you said sick. So like, are we doing what the Jets did or what the Patriots did for the Jets and like sending the guy with mono?
We're very loose with these. We're very loose.
Okay,
so Colts take Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Colts take Jalen Hurts. I think that's
then the Richardson thing also doesn't happen. Yeah,
but even look, here's the thing. Even if it doesn't end up perfectly,
right? It's still better than
it's a moment of okay, we're not on that QB carousel. And we can actually like
build around him,
develop him at least a little bit. So, yeah.
Okay.
Because that team in 2020 and 2021 had a really good O-line.
They did.
And Hurts on that team would have been
Hurts
good.
with any good O-line, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Anyway. I don't think we all have to talk about this one.
Urban Meyer?
Yeah.
Actually, no. There's one out.
Because it ruins Trevor Lawrence. Oh. It starts off ruining Trevor Lawrence.
There's one I'll throw out.
Okay.
Miles Jack is not ruled down. In the AFC Championship game from 2019.
Jordan
the Eagles year.
Yeah. Miles Jack is not ruled down, and they beat the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl.
I don't remember the specific play, but I guess you remember it better than I do.
I mean, look, I would take. Okay, yes, if it's you would take a Super Bowl appearance over it, especially that year because you were like, oh my god, we go.
You get to play Nick Foles.
You get to go up against.
Although,
if you guys want to go Urban Meyer, I will.
Was anyone going to stop Nick Foles that year?
I mean, look, no, I look.
That defense could have stopped Nick Foles.
That could have. No, in all seriousness, Jags, they could have. I'm going to go with that because you would take winning a Super Bowl over something
just 1 year
of Urban Meyer.
Even if it did maybe permanently ruin your franchise quarterback.
Yeah. But hey, you might not have gotten rid of Bortles so quickly.
Yeah, that's also not good.
Well, yeah, true. What are you saying?
So Miles Jack not ruled down.
Cool.
What would the Chiefs change?
Yeah, I know what we would change negatively.
The friendship bracelet doesn't work.
Yeah, would they change anything?
No, they would. So
would they finish the three-peat? Would that be it?
I mean, no, because there was nothing to finish the three-peat. I think either.
Or
no, it's
Would they beat the Bucks?
It's not beat. No, it's the offside. He's not called offside.
Oh, Frank Clark.
Against the Bulls.
D4 not called offside. Yeah.
The other offside.
It's that because it would have been a year earlier. It would have been and look, I know it wasn't his rookie year. It was his rookie year. It would have been the perfect cap to the perfect season, and we would have gotten a fucking amazing Super Bowl between Chiefs and the Rams. Because that was like the
54-52.
Yeah, we would have gotten a replay of that game.
Yeah.
D Ford's offside is the one that I think that's what they would change. It's probably
that's a better call. D4 not offsides.
I remember that Chiefs Rams game. That was amazing.
The Raiders.
The tuck rule, right?
It has yeah.
When I asked Nancy about this, and
it's either the tuck rule.
It has to be the tuck rule,
or, and I'm sorry, Chance, it's the immaculate reception.
Oh, that's a good one too.
It's one or the other.
You got something named after.
It's one or the other.
You have to choose that.
Immaculate to me, I think immaculate reception because it's Madden.
I think they'd want to not be the butt of the greatest play of all time.
I think it's that. That to me would be the one you are, and because Is that the year? Hang on. Were
72.
Were they doing the repeat?
I can't recall.
Don't know. Let's find.
No, I think they were going up against.
Probably not. No, they don't. No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
they didn't make the playoffs the year before. Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs the year before. So,
because Steelers don't end up winning the Super Bowl that year. Because that's the perfect season. Oh, okay. Actually, no. Then I'm gonna Then I will take Tucker Rule. Tucker Rule was at least AFC Championship and was an appearance in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, Nancy, you win this round.
You win.
Jacob, is Taylor home?
I asked her. She had no idea.
Because there's too many.
No, as in like a specific moment.
Yeah.
Because here's the
a lot of tiny things you would change.
Yeah, because here's my thing with this one. Like, the one that I thought of was like, again, like the Texans, they finished the job against the Jags. But that ended up leading to their coach getting fired and leading to Harbaugh becoming their coach. So there's not real
So one I would throw out.
So don't hire Staley at all? No.
One I would throw out. They don't fire Marty Schottenheimer because they went 14-2 and he still got fired after the AFC Championship.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
All right. Don't fire who?
Marty Schottenheimer.
Marty.
Rams. Okay, there are a couple ways you can go with this. Is this one Cooper Kupp is healthy with the Super Bowl?
Against the Patriots?
Against the Patriots, yeah.
Because Cooper Kupp didn't play that game.
Did he not play?
No, he didn't. He was hurt.
No, I
that's my memory.
See if we can think of something else because I'm trying to do ones where we actually can physically change something.
Okay, so we can't uninjure Cooper Kupp.
No, he's injured.
He's always been injured. Yeah, he's probably injured right now. Yeah.
Okay, well, something we can actually change with the Rams.
I mean,
was the Donald retirement considered early when he retired?
No.
I don't know that they're still doing fine without it, but yeah.
Let's see.
I'd say not move, but that's actually that's worked in their favor.
It's worked out.
What were the results of the fuck them pick strategy?
No, that's true. Trading the staff for Stafford.
I mean,
not that one, but like the one before that. Because it was Ramsey, then somebody else, then Stafford.
It didn't turn out that bad. I mean, eventually
they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they won a Super Bowl eventually.
Like you win a Super Bowl, doesn't
just
matter.
Wait a couple years, it worked out for them.
I had one for the Rams.
It wasn't as bad as the Browns picks, so yeah. Maybe there just isn't one.
Nothing's going wrong with this.
Change nothing. It's perfect. It's going great.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm taking a look. Okay. Would they if given a chance, would they trade a first rounder for Brandon Cooks?
And in hindsight, no.
Well, we're operating with hindsight.
We are operating with hindsight. So
let me see where they were picking in the 2018 draft. So let's see. 2018, they were.
Who would they have gotten, or who could they have gotten?
Yeah, who they got? Okay, so they drafted 23rd overall. So people they could have had: DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley,
Lamar,
but they already had Jared Goff.
Yeah, they already had Goff.
Well, they could have had Nick Chubb,
Sutton,
Shaq Leonard.
Just look at the Pro Bowlers from this draft. Fred Warner. I mean, that's what's third round, but yeah, no one knew.
Nobody knew. But in this scenario, they do.
So yeah,
I would just say it's easy. I would say not trade Brandon Cooks.
He didn't do that. I mean, he was not terrible on that team, but yeah, it wasn't like.
But he didn't move. He didn't move the needle.
He didn't move the needle far enough. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right, Dolphins.
Well, there's not one two-way injury we can pinpoint.
Let's see.
In hindsight, maybe scoring 70 was a bad thing.
Let me see. Worst Dolphins.
They got their own heads. They got their own heads.
I wish Russ's wife was here because she's a big Dolphins fan. Let's see.
I don't know my history that well. My Dolphins history, especially.
Yeah.
It's hard because they've just not. I mean,
they haven't done anything.
Yeah,
they're just perfectly fine in the middle.
Wait, hold on. Let me just check one thing. Okay. Because if I'm right about this, then I think I know what it is. I think it's one we've used before. But hold on.
Like it's the same as at different teams.
Yeah. Let's see.
Chain reaction.
Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. So I think what the Dolphins would change, they would go back. They would beat the Patriots in the '85 AFC Championship game because they would have gone to the Super Bowl with Dan Marino's only appearance in the game. Well, not the only one, but Dan Marino would have won that game.
They would have probably lost to the Bears, but yes. That's not '85 Bears. No.
You say that would have been the '84 season, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The year before.
Yeah.
Year before.
You just missed out.
Minnesota Vikings is the same. Is it win one of? Oh, would it be Brett Favre doesn't throw a pick?
Was that in his final game or his final year?
Yeah. No, not final game. It was the previous year. Like the previous year. They get against the Saints. Would it be Brett Favre doesn't throw it?
Yeah, Brett Favre doesn't. Yeah, they would have made the Super Bowl. I mean, they probably still. Yeah.
Honestly,
most teams will take getting into the Super Bowl.
Peyton Super Bowl would have been something.
Yeah. Patriots.
One I would throw out. Kraft doesn't take Belichick over Brady.
No, I mean yes, but it's not that. It's the perfect season.
If you just beat the Giants.
Yeah. The helmet catch doesn't happen. They end the perfect season.
So we just.
So
David Tyree's helmet is a little less.
The ball.
Yeah, it's a little less sticky. His helmet.
The helmet catch doesn't happen.
Also, William Harold in the chat did throw out a good one for the Vikings. Gary Anderson doesn't miss.
Also a kick, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the right one. That one hurts worse for Vikings fans.
Yeah, it's a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, it was the NFC Championship game.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Still.
Saints, this one to me is fairly obvious.
The refs screwing you over?
The PI is called. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a memorable one.
Giants. So maybe I'm wrong. Bear with me. Sign Saquon, tag Jones.
That's what I was thinking, is that you pay Saquon instead of paying Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
No, it is very.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to think if there's another one that's
older.
Or just don't draft Daniel Jones.
Well,
no.
I think at that point
there's no one else that year. That's not a great year. They would have got with all due respect, they would have got Haskins. It was him and Haskins wasn't that great either. So
not to speak ill of the.
No, I know, but I know.
No, I know. I know you weren't. I know you weren't.
Yeah, I was trying to be at least a little.
Trying to be a little. Respectful.
But yeah, that year was not a great year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those. I think you're right. I'm just trying to think is there a game? But Daniel Jones
doesn't have that really good game against the Vikings, which convinced.
Oh, that's what. No. I'm more thinking the Giants are on the other end of two famous losses that they shouldn't have been on.
Yeah.
So it's like they're kind of the beneficiaries. It's kind of like the Rams, where it's like, oh, we've got the obvious one for the other team. Like they're famous for the that one. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I think you're probably right. Saquon is signed Saquon and tag Jones.
You could save yourself a lot of headache.
Yeah. Also, okay, we got to correct one. We got to correct the Dolphins one. So I misunderstood. So basically, they won the AFC Championship game. They lost the Super Bowl, and it was Dan Marino's only Super Bowl appearance. So I think if they had the chance, they would give him a win in the Super Bowl. So
give Marino
it beat the 49ers. Beat the
49ers. Once again, the Niners just a thorn in everyone's side.
Yep. New York Jets. Oh, so much.
4 snaps.
I did not consult
4 snaps.
So here's one I would say. I would say draft Tom Brady over Chad Pennington.
I mean, most teams it could be draft Tom Brady. How much earlier did Pennington
go? Let me double check.
Much earlier.
I think it was like an entire round earlier.
I'll look.
I mean,
no, Chad Pennington was a first rounder, and as we all know, Brady was a 6th rounder. So, yeah.
Am I thinking of the right person? The right guy? No, 99 draft.
It's the same draft. It's the same draft.
Yeah.
I mean, not that would actually change anything, but I think it would just relieve Jets fans.
Butt fumble.
There's the butt fumble.
Just get rid of the butt fumble. Save them years of ridicule.
Yeah. Like it's because it was so emblematic of the franchise of just like, yep, that's the Jets, which was the butt fumble.
How much content that produced for ESPN back in the day?
The only other thing I'm possibly thinking of, like,
do we consider 4 snap Rodgers? He makes it longer. No, that was never going to work. That was doomed from the start.
The only thing I'm possibly thinking of is the AFC Championship game. But I'm like, there's no.
Sanchez. Sanchez was one of them.
Yeah, but like,
but what they have won in the Super Bowl,
yeah, because
was it 2009, right?
So he would have been playing either the Saints or the Packers.
He probably loses.
I don't think it'd be either of those.
Yeah, but still, you still get to go.
Yeah,
which is what we've used for a lot of teams. I think just to be fun, we should do butt fumble.
Yeah, butt fumble. I think
butt fumble doesn't happen.
Yeah, I think butt fumble just doesn't happen. I think that is how low the Jets are. We don't actually we probably still lose that game because it was an ass kicking, but at least
we're not forever associated with one of the dumbest plays ever made.
Associated with one of the worst plays of all time.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
I'll fact check with Mike. See if he says the same thing.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Nothing recent.
You think they take back that Super Bowl win, that Super Bowl loss against the Chiefs in Arizona?
I mean, they got the revenge later. So.
They got it later. They got a better victory later.
They got the revenge. There's a part of me that says this is kind of one of those hey, legacy things of if you're the Eagles and you kind of want to fix a little bit of your reputation, if you're doing a Flashpoint, is booing Santa never happens. as in because that moment of, you know what I mean,
Nick Sirianni doesn't bring his kids to them.
but it's also maybe funny because it would have meant that OJ ended up being on the Eagles.
Oh God.
Because that's why they booed him, was because the team was so bad and then they won a game, but because they won, they lost the rights to draft OJ, and that's why they booed, because the team brought out Santa on the last game of the season. The fans booed.
That does say the reputation of Eagles fans.
The Eagles fans booing Santa. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't boo Santa.
We're having fun.
I'm trying to think what other
Is there one where like Andy Reid doesn't leave, or was that like a mutual thing? It was always going
to I mean, you could give him the win over the Patriots in the Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb and Andy Reid.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Donovan McNabb did sell that game.
Then he does stay. Well, I mean, actually, Andy. Well, that was always the knock on Andy was he couldn't win the big one.
Right. So if you give him the big one, then maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't move on.
Create another dynasty. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and who knows? The Patriots might even move on from Brady. Yeah. You know, like, because that was the whole thing. Like, it was, he won one, and then he did the back-to-back, and then it was, yeah. Yeah, all right. They win. Andy
Reid wins earlier.
And Andy Reid win. I'm trying to remember which Super Bowl it was.
2000.
I'm just gonna say wins with the Eagles.
Yeah.
All right. What's yours?
Weirdly enough, there are so many I could point to and be like, yeah, that.
For as well versed as you are.
I can point to not passing on Dan Marino. Okay. I can point to Jesse James caught the ball.
No, that's deeper cut.
I can point to Rashad Mendenhall doesn't fumble. This one is actually like really tough. Because and maybe you'll disagree with me. Because I think the moment is just so incredibly embarrassing. One I'm inclined to go with is we don't lose to Tim Tebow.
It's not bad.
Because I think that's easily our most embarrassing playoff loss under Mike Tomlin.
Oh, I don't think so. I think there's one more. I think there's one that's more embarrassing. I think the Browns is more embarrassing. Yeah. I think the way you lost to the Browns in that year, and I know that every Steelers fan knew this was too good to be true. Like that year was too good to be true. But to give the Browns their only playoff win in the last 30 years.
That one's bad, but I wouldn't.
But it's not as bad as losing to Tim Tebow.
Well, no, it's because I feel like that team could have gone on to win the Super Bowl. If that didn't happen.
Maybe
because we had the defense to do it.
Sure.
But you know what? Since we're going and changing one thing, and I'm sorry I got to do it to my boy. Rashard Mendenhall doesn't fumble.
Okay.
And as a result, we win Super Bowl 45 because we were going to win that game. We had it. We were driving, and then Rashard Mendenhall fumbles the ball. So yeah, Rashard Mendenhall doesn't fumble.
Okay.
Take your word for it.
1 second.
The Niners. Let me go there. They don't sell the farm for Trey Lance.
That's what I was thinking.
Although they locked into Brock Purdy, so it didn't. They were saved slightly.
At the same time, though,
at the same time, are they saved? Yeah.
At the same time, does it? Would those picks not help?
They would help Brock Purdy. Yeah.
I feel like they're really missing those picks. So maybe not trade for Trey Lance.
Don't bet the farm on Trey Lance.
Don't trade up. Yeah, don't trade up. Don't trade up for Trey Lance.
Well, it's the Chargers' problem now.
This one should be easy.
Well, this one's so easy. They hand the ball off at the one.
Run the ball.
Oh my god!
It's run the ball.
Run the freaking ball.
It's the Flashpoint moment. Exactly. Realistically, if it's the moment that if anyone that or Tuck Rule are the two.
Yeah.
That if you could go back and change one specific moment, it's that. Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Would it be cover Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp popping up again.
Hang on.
I feel like there. Is there another one?
Gotta be an earlier one.
Bruce Arians doesn't retire.
Would it be the 30 and 30 season that Jameis Winston gets traded? So 30 and 30 doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
Nah, because I do think that was,
it was an impetus for Tom Brady. So I don't think.
Yeah, that got you Tom Brady. Yeah, I think let's just say Cooper Kupp drops the ball. I mean, because if that happens, I don't know if they go on to win against the 49ers, but we may have gotten Joe versus Tom. We never got. So
what could have been?
All right. Cup drops.
Cup drop.
All right. Titans.
Is this the 1 yard short?
Yeah, I was
of tying the game. Was it the Super Bowl?
Well, yeah, no, but one yard short of winning the game.
Yeah, one short. Yeah, so that was in the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
it has to be
1 yard short.
Yeah.
Cool. And then the Commanders.
Don't sell the team to Dan Snyder. Like, I honestly think that's the thing.
Actually,
that has led to a lot of problems.
Yeah, that might be
that's easily changeable.
Yeah,
under this logic.
That sell to anybody but Dan Snyder.
Yeah, don't sell it. Yeah, okay.
Don't sell your soul to the devil.
Cool.
Okay.
I think we did well.
I think we did really well. I think we did really well.
A lot of changes that would have happened. So, like, okay, let's just real quick go through like what would have the consequences, like just like quick consequences.
The chain reaction.
Okay, that doesn't happen. Arizona win a Super Bowl. Kurt Warner has 2 Super Bowls then. And Kurt Warner is, I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer, but he's like probably thought of as the greatest undrafted player of all time, no matter what, even though he's kind of that already. But
there's not really anybody to do with him.
Yeah, I mean, but Cardinals do get at least a Super Bowl, so it's not, that's kind of really the only big thing. Actually,
most of these are just they get a Super Bowl.
Actually, no, okay. Well, let's look in the reverse. Is Ben a guaranteed Hall of Famer?
At that rate, no.
Like, he's got 1 Super Bowl, and he's mostly been covered by huge defenses.
We lose that. We lose the greatest catch in NFL history.
Like, I think that's the consequence more so for is what happens with Big Ben and what happens to the Steelers for that one. So that's an interesting one. Falcons 28-3. Matt Ryan's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if they win that game, it's the
bow on the end of Matt MVP year, right? Sorry, it was the same as his MVP year.
That was the MVP.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so if they win it that year, he's the MVP. He's the Super Bowl winner. That's his Hall of Fame career. Yeah. It's just like,
also like Dan Quinn has better jobs.
Dan Quinn probably stays there longer.
Oh yeah, Dan. I mean, yeah, but he was still there for a couple of years after.
Yeah, and then it started falling
apart. Flowers doesn't fumble, and let's assume they go on to win that game against the Chiefs.
Lamar can't win in the playoffs, but it's not as
the Lamar can't win in the playoffs. Well, he's made the Super Bowl. Now the pressure's on Josh. Josh is the only one who hasn't made the Super Bowl, so that becomes the narrative. The Chiefs don't repeat, obviously. Lamar versus 49ers is interesting. That becomes an interesting game. So like maybe the 49ers win it.
Our second time seeing these two in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that would have been interesting. I wouldn't that's kind of one thing. The Bills wide right. The Bills finally have a Super Bowl, and they don't have
don't go 0-4.
Yeah, they just go 0-4. There's not a whole lot other than that. Maybe Bill doesn't have the extra ring, but that's about it. I still think he probably does get the job with New England in the end, but he might not get the Jets job that he laughs at. So,
that he quipped with a napkin?
Yeah, so who knows? Okay. That one becomes interesting because Peyton's not the number 2 quarterback of all time. You know, he's like after this, he was
ruined the legacy a little bit. Yeah.
Like the mistake, there is then the like, well, Peyton's the better quarterback. Yeah, but Eli's got the rings. There becomes that. There becomes the, that becomes a bit of the argument. Also, Cam Newton is a Hall of Famer.
Yes, absolutely.
With the ring, Cam Newton becomes a His tenure
in Carolina also probably isn't as soured
Yeah,
it doesn't end as badly.
But even if the injuries and everything come, instead of it being like, oh man, what a waste, it will be, thank God he got that ring. The conversation doesn't end with, and he did nothing after that. It's like, no, he got the ring. At least he got his ring, and then
it's kind of like Stafford now. At least he got one.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I think this one doesn't end well. I really
don't.
It doesn't. No,
in the short term.
Patrick Mahomes is not Patrick Mahomes on Chicago Bears.
But at least you don't have the Chiefs dynasty because
we don't get the Chiefs dynasty. I don't know what replaces the Patriots, but it's
would Alex Smith still be on the team in 2020 if this
assuming no devastating injury?
Well, because that only happened because he went to Washington.
He went away. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he probably still is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about now, but he's definitely there for longer.
Yeah.
Like he's there. He's at least there until 2020.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad.
Probably. Either. Yeah. He probably doesn't get. I mean, hey, who knows? They may have, because if they were they don't draft him. Let's assume Patrick goes third. They probably don't trade up, or if they do, they're the ones going.
They get Trubisky.
No, they go for Watson.
Oh,
that's the move. They would try and get Watson, and then so that becomes interesting. Or a year later, oh God, actually no. You know what would have happened? They end up getting Allen a year later. Oh. And we get Rosen, which is who we wanted originally.
This is a dark timeline.
Yeah, it's a dark timeline. Anyway, okay, Bengals. Sewell, I think
Burrow doesn't have to run for his life.
This really comes down to, does Higgins step up? That's the key part about that one is, does Higgins step up because not only in the AFC Championship game, but the 2 games before it. Does he step up in the other 2 games and the one against the Chiefs earlier in the season, which is the whole reason they made the playoffs in the first place? So, but who knows? Maybe Burrow doesn't get hurt in
exactly.
Or he still would have gotten hurt, but maybe he's they're not so behind the way they were constantly in that season. So Sewell, I do think drafting Sewell is important, but I also think that that's really the only major consequence of that is, hey, where does what ends up happening with Higgins? He has to step up and be a legit overall number 1. Browns keep Baker, probably not a whole lot, to be real. Probably
not, but at least the whole Deshaun Watson saga does not.
Yeah, they don't have to deal with the contract.
They don't torch $230 million.
Exactly.
Deshaun Watson.
You can keep all those.
I think, and then it becomes interesting of where does Watson end up? That's the more interesting part about this is where. Well, yeah, but he would have still gotten his $200 million contract that he wanted. It wouldn't have been the $250 fully guaranteed, but it would have been his $200 million. That
I think there's a good chance we got in New Orleans.
Yeah, he probably does. He probably ends up in the Saints, which then leads to what ends up happening with Carr. That ends up being a big question, and also their salary cap.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The Cowboys. Okay, one I just remembered, but I don't want to throw it for consideration.
Yeah.
Dez does catch it.
Oh
yeah, Dez catches it.
Because
was that in the championship game or the division?
No, it was to get to it. And that's why Dez catches it. They beat the Packers, and then they go on that whole meme of I've been there since 1995. That whole meme doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, that is the moment. Dez catches it.
Better than ruining a perfect season. Yeah.
No, that's the moment. Yeah, Dez catches it, and they're in at least the championship game, because then the week after is who knows what happens against the Cardinals? No, not Cardinals. The wasn't the Cardinals. It's who were they?
That was the Seahawks.
Seahawks. The Seahawks. Yeah, who knows what happens, because that Seahawks game, that was the one where the Packers blew it. So yeah. Yeah,
it was the this one was where they did blow a big lead in this one.
Yeah, so who knows? Broncos, don't try and get Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how big of a difference that is because I don't know who their coach would be. That's the other thing. Like, I don't know who they go after.
It's more of a just
who they do get probably instead? Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, possibly. Which
it's just a short term.
I don't know how great that would have been because although hey, Broncos had a great defense, so he couldn't have screwed that up, could he? Lions beating the 49ers. The interesting part about that, Ben might have left a year early, maybe.
Yeah. At the same time, though, like I also think they could have stood a chance. They probably could have beaten the Chiefs because they would have pulled out Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson company. They would have pulled out some ridiculous, weird, confusing bullshit.
All the stops.
I don't think he's going to know what to do.
Yeah, I mean it's potential. God, the build up to that game would have been amazing, though.
Yeah.
God,
it also would have been the perfect bookend. Like the season
started with them too.
Yeah, exactly, sure.
Packers beat the Bucks. We already kind of said it. Aaron Rodgers is his legacy is cemented as a top 5 quarterback of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I truly think that the arguments people have against Rodgers for what he's been in the last 5 years of his career, how he's been in the playoff, he had one incredible playoff run to win a Super Bowl, but aside from that, he's not been amazing in the playoffs. Like everyone remembers oh my God, all the comebacks. Yeah, you had to come back because you let them get so far ahead in the first place. Like it's Rodgers in the playoffs, his career is not amazing. That silences all of it. If he wins that, if they make the Super Bowl that year, and then hey, we saw how bad the Chiefs O-line was, like they might win that Super Bowl. That sums it up. But if they don't win it, then we're talking about hey, Mahomes has overtaken Brady that early. Like the conversations around Mahomes would have started so much earlier than it already has. Because he would have done the back-to-back, and the Brady legacy. The Brady legacy is definitely impacted. And the question about who is it? Is it
Rodgers or Brady?
Well, yeah, but not only that. Like, is it Belichick or Brady? Like those questions still would have been a thing.
But also, we could is it Peyton or Brady? Because at that point, Peyton would have taken his team to 2 Super Bowls, his new team to 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Tom Brady didn't do it.
Yeah, Peyton's the only one to. Yeah, we would have been like Peyton's the only one to ever do it. So, yeah, no, that's true. Texans finishing the job against the Chiefs. This doesn't impact the Texans so much as it potentially
the Chiefs.
As it potentially just ruins the Chiefs before the dynasty starts. Who knows? Like, we don't actually know if the next year that they would have just been better, but because he would have been pissed over what happened in their first playoff game. But who knows?
And then it also doesn't lead to the Bill O'Brien GM thing.
Yeah, it doesn't lead to any of that.
Hopkins might still be it.
He might still be there.
Yeah. What's next?
Sorry, Colts take Jalen Hurts. I just think this is one of those. I think this is one of the ones where it's just more like, look, your organization is down so badly at the moment. This could only be up. Could only be an improvement.
Yeah. Frank Reich might still have a job.
Yes.
And he would have had the starting gig. Like he would have been the day one starter. That's the other thing. Like Hurts wouldn't have sat behind Wentz.
Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts drop.
And Carson Wentz is probably still the Eagles starter, or
so you're screwing up the Eagles.
Yeah. So yeah. Jags making the Super Bowl. I don't know if they win it against.
I mean,
they said they might. We said they might.
They're playing an Patricia defense, so taking Patricia out of it, there's some uncertainty.
Yeah, would have been fun. Would have been a real fun game. D Ford not called offside again. If this happens,
the dynasty starts earlier.
The dynasty starts a year early, but we maybe the Rams win that game. We actually get a better fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, we don't get the worst Super Bowl in recent memory.
Yeah. Tuck rule, simple as Tom Brady doesn't become a thing.
He's just gone.
Don't fire Marty Schottenheimer. Your organization doesn't go into perpetual free fall.
Yeah, like you might have had a better chance. Rams again. Maybe you can draft someone else and get, and you're better in the Super Bowls. You get more points. I don't. Yeah.
Before Dan Marino gets a ring.
Gets his ring, and he's not.
Sure.
And Dan Marino's.
He's not forever tied to it. Yeah.
Like he's already like a Hall of Famer, but he doesn't have the like
the cloud hanging over him.
Yeah, he doesn't have that cloud. Gary Anderson, the Vikings get a Super Bowl, which again, they're no longer the only team. Well, no, I was going to say because who's
Let me just double check real quick.
It's them and the Bills, right? That don't have.
Well, yeah. So us and the Bills are the only ones who don't have 4. I was just trying to think who in the NFC doesn't have one, but so it's Lions, Vikings, Cardinals, Panthers, and Falcons. That's it. Everyone else has at least one.
Oh no, okay, 1998 NFC Championship game.
Helmet catch.
Complete the perfect season.
Yes. Okay. So the Vikings lose to the Atlanta Falcons, who go on to play. Who the fuck was the Super Bowl champion in '98? It was the Broncos.
Okay.
So yeah, that Vikings team could have taken it to John Elway. The Broncos.
Yeah, always Broncos, maybe. Yeah. Helmet catch doesn't happen. We get
the perfect season finishes.
History books.
We get the perfect season, and honestly, at that point, and Brady cements like if that happens, the GOAT conversation starts early, and also we get into the like even at that point there was the debate of is it Manning, is it Brady, is it Rodgers? Like there were debates. At this point there would be no debate whatsoever. It's like no, Brady's done this. Yeah. He's got 4 and a perfect season, and so Saints, the PI is called we get Brady Breeze.
Yeah, like we
get whatever. We
get more worse Super Bowl than what we got.
Can't be worse.
I do love how we've got 2 things that are the same. We want both versions. I
want a better Super
version. We got literally the worst one.
We will take either reality.
although I do love how none of the other worst side of that is Chiefs Saints wouldn't have been that fun. It would have been better than what we got, but it wouldn't have been as entertaining as either one of the other ones that we could have had.
Yeah.
Sign Barkley, tag Jones. I don't know how much this helps the Giants, but it fucks the Eagles completely.
Yes, it definitely does. Yeah.
At the same time, they're not paying Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah,
they're not regretting it immediately.
Jets butt fumble. It doesn't help them at all whatsoever. It just gets rid of that.
It just makes it a laughing stock.
Saves you from years of ridicule.
Yeah, you don't have the butt fumble. Andy Reid. Okay, let's assume all this is winning a Super Bowl, but he still eventually does go to the Chiefs. Okay,
is it worth it?
No. Andy Reid is. If he won against the Eagles, he is in the. Oh no, Andy Reid's the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah, no, he's in the conversation.
That's we're in. Assume everything else happened the same.
Yeah, because if he did it with McNabb and Mahomes, then
he'll be the only one to do it for 2 teams. Yeah. He Bills only got 5, which means Andy would have 4 because we're assuming he just lost this one. Andy would have Andy would have. Yeah, the 3's already got plus. Plus that one. So we'd have 4. Bill would have 5. So there would be one of those it's
a debate.
And Andy did it with 2 separate teams. Plus he'll have the repeat, which Bill won't have. So there would be a serious argument. Andy's the greatest coach of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers, Mendenhall, we become the first franchise to ever win 7 Super Bowls.
Yep. No, that's true.
Yeah.
The others, we become the only franchise with 7 Super Bowls. The 10 defense cements itself as like a top 5 units of all time as far as defense, maybe top 3 defense of all time. It definitely passes the 2008 Steelers defense, which was very good, but I actually do think the 10 defense was a little better. The thing, though, on the other side of this would take away Rodgers' only ring.
Yep.
That's good.
Good. If that happens, okay, if that happens, Favre is without a question the Packers quarterback. That becomes but Rodgers, but Favre won the ring and he went to 2. Favre won a ring and he went to 2. Mm-hmm. That it would be the end of that conversation. Rodgers would be a Hall of Famer, but he would be in the mid-tier Hall of Fame conversation. He would join, probably not as he would join Matt Ryan and those type of quarterbacks where it's he's extremely good, but he couldn't get it done in the big moment.
Okay, so for the Niners, I do want to throw out another one that we want to consider. Take Rodgers first overall in 2004.
Instead of
Alex Smith.
Instead of Alex Smith. I mean, yeah, actually.
I'm just crapping on Alex Smith. I'm kidding.
I love Alex Smith.
No,
I know, but yeah. Because he was a hometown kid, right? Yeah.
Here's the thing. He is. If they do that, I don't think 2005. I don't think he becomes Aaron Rodgers. I think he becomes Alex Smith.
It's kind of like the Mahomes to Chicago thing.
No, an element of it. I also think sitting for 3 years and dropping and being on television, sitting there dropping the way he did, put a chip on Rodgers' shoulder. I'm going to prove you wrong. And we saw it again with the MVP seasons. He needs a chip on his shoulder, and he needs that. And I don't think he would have that if he went first overall with San Francisco. I still agree with you. It is the right one for the 49ers, but I don't think it has the benefit that they would be hoping for.
Possibly, yeah.
But I also don't think that Alex Smith then becomes anything. I don't think.
Maybe he goes to Green Bay. And doesn't amount to
I don't think that changes anything. We've talked.
Hey, but you might have saved his leg.
Yeah, maybe.
Seahawks run the ball.
We've talked about this. The biggest thing that could have changed is maybe the Seahawks start a dynasty.
They are a dynasty at that point.
Yeah.
They've won 2, but as in a sustained one.
Yeah.
And Wilson is a no doubt Hall of Famer.
Probably stays with them much longer.
I don't think he plays anywhere else.
Yeah.
No, there's not the level of toxicity in that locker room the way that there was.
Yeah, all these guys who want to play for other teams, I don't think they go anywhere.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman never plays for another team. Marshawn Lynch never plays for another team. Russell Wilson never plays for another team.
See, Sherman I agree with. Lynch I think would, because running backs and pay just aren't a thing, and do you know what I mean? I could see him having a final contract somewhere else. Same with Sherman. I could see him having a final contract somewhere else, but he doesn't. You're right. He doesn't go to the 49ers, if that makes sense. He doesn't go to the 49ers for I'm going back to your most hated rival because I hate you in the way that team had. I do think that there is a chance that Russell Wilson plays for another team as a final contract and then retires as a Seahawk. I don't think Wilson will retire as a Seahawk right now.
No,
I don't think the Seahawks want him to retire as a Seahawk. And I'm meaning as a one-day contract, as a one-day contract. I don't think
they wouldn't let him do that.
I mean, he did win the ring.
I don't think Seattle will do it. I just think I don't think Wilson will do it either. I think it's going to be one of those Put it this way, I think if they run the ball, Sherman's not in the Ring of Honor, is he?
For the Seahawks?
Yeah, I don't think he is.
I don't think he is yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever will be.
For the Seahawks, yes, he will.
You would think.
No, but Sherman's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Like
he'll be a Hall of Fame. No, he will. But it's more. I don't know what the Seahawks are gonna do. I think there is animosity there. I think there is true hatred there.
Maybe there is. Maybe I'm not like up to brush on this Richard Sherman.
Yeah, but like the same way that Jimmy wasn't a Cowboy in the Cowboys Ring of Honor for years because there was hatred there.
That's fair.
Like I think it's going to be that level with a lot of the Legend of Boom. So yeah. Anyway,
Cap drops the ball.
We're talking about we're all sitting there going, Brady's just done it fucking again. Falcons fans
so nothing really changed.
Falcons fans are on cloud 9 about oh my god, it wasn't just us, it's this guy. If that happens, there is straight up nothing Mahomes could ever do.
Nope.
Ever. Brady will be the greatest of all time.
There's no disputing.
For as long as we're all alive. Outside of beating him in rings, there is nothing you could do. Because 1 yard Titans and win a Super Bowl. That's kind of really.
Any franchise will take that.
And also, we get one for Aaron McNair, RIP. But also, the legend of Kurt Warner does not happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because
Kurt Warner, the greatest show on turf, not a thing.
Yeah, not a thing. We'll see what happens a year later when Brady rocks up to town, and then
maybe they beat Brady because they're so pissed off.
Or the Super Bowl hangovers is a thing, and they don't make the Super Bowl, and then and then it's Brady versus someone else.
I do love how most of these are just stopping Tom Brady.
Well,
it's stopping Tom Brady.
Affected a lot of teams.
One of the.
They've been a problem for most teams.
And then
don't sell the team to Dan Snyder. This is just. I don't
Washington
know.
Washington fan was spared from the worst owner in the history of the NFL.
Yeah,
a lot of.
But I don't know how much better it will make the team on the field, but it would just be you know what?
Media attention wise.
Well, at least
it probably saves RG3's career.
Yeah, maybe. That's fair. We won't have shit falling on us when the sewer line breaks in the stadium because we won't spend money.
We won't have several dozen players lose their ACLs to the turf.
Yeah, so
it's true.
Anyway,
that's gonna do it for us here today, people. Connor, we'll find you.
Twitter at the King Khan, Letterboxd at Jeffrey Khan, and then go watch Cinemojis, hosted by my friend David and Dwayne.
Is ours out yet?
Not yet. Although you just spoiled that we're playing. Well, it's fine.
We are playing.
Yes, me and Jens will face off in the future.
Jacob?
You can find me pretty much everywhere at Jacob London or Weird Accent, and playing all through most of the Final Fantasy games right now. So yeah.
And if I'm on Twitter, _91. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.